Alright people, Mike Salden here again. Welcome back to another Cyberpunk video. Today, patch 2.1 or update 2.1 has been released. It's added quite a bit of stuff to the game, a lot of new features. The main one is of course the metro system. You can now go board like a metro and travel around Night City on the metro. They've added a portable music player so you can turn the radio on wherever you are when you're wandering about in the city and just listen to your music, including when you're on the metro. And I think all this other stuff, this is just the 2.0 update notes that are below this. Yeah, this is the old stuff, but yeah, the main new ones are the metro system, the portable music player, and you can also like invite your romance option over to your apartment and just hang out with them now, which seems pretty cool. Just a little immersive feature. I get the feeling some of this stuff was meant to be in patch 2.0, but they ran out of time, so they're just adding it now after Phantom Liberty is out and everything. So I loaded up the game, got a text from old Reyes there telling me he has a car for me to pick up. I also later got a text telling me I've now got this Metro card and I can now use the Metro system. And I also then just checked what the portable radio system was like. You just hold R1 or you press on the directional button and you bring up your menu. And then you could just be running about listening to your music out in the world. Pretty cool feature. Glad this is here. Because sometimes I don't want to drive around. Sometimes I want to just like do parkour across the city at night and listen to some music. But anyway, after I was finished messing around with some stuff, I decided to go check out the metro. So you just come over to any of the like fast travel metro points, and then you just select it, and then you pick what route you want to go on. I think I went from Westbrook to Haywood here or something. I think I was just taking a little minute to sort of try to figure out what would be the most scenic journey. But then I couldn't really remember what areas looked like because it's been a little while since I played. But I just selected a route and hopped on, and just to see what it was like. And it is pretty immersive now that this is finally here. And it fully like gives you the full view of the journey. You can't stand up and walk around in here, but you can look out the window, and there's a little animation for V turning around to look out. And you could sit here, listen to your music, and just get really immersed and go for a full journey through Night City. You can press square to stand up and just look out the door if you prefer this view. There's some passengers rambling along about some stuff. I don't know what happens if you stay in here. Oh yeah, I put on some more music. Body Heat, of course, because the song everybody wants to be listening to in this game, really want to stay at your house. It's on the Body Heat radio station, so I just always tune it to it in the hopes that that song comes on. But yeah, what I was going to say there is I'm not sure if you like stay on here long enough, if some unique events happen or whatever. I was just interested in getting some nice footage of the city and just enjoying the view, listening to some tunes, and just taking in the vibe. And I really think they did have to add this because it was one of the biggest omissions from the game when it first launched. Like the main trailer they released for Cyberpunk, it had V standing on a metro on one of these trains or whatever in the main trailer, and everybody was like, why would you show that if it's not actually in the game? And also with the for the Phantom Liberty trailer with Solomon Reed, they show him jumping on a metro train, and it's like, why do you keep showing metro trains if we can't actually use them? So yeah, I think they definitely had to add this, and I'm glad it's in here in what's probably going to be the final big update. There might be a few more patches after this. I mean, there's always other things for them to iron out and to mess around with. But in terms of big giant updates, I think this is going to be the last one. And again, I do have a sneaking suspicion that this was supposed to be in patch 2.0. and the Phantom Liberty expansion or whatever, but they maybe ran out of time, and that's why it's coming out now a few months later. Just one of those final things they have to update. Uh, so this was a little car chase I got into here. I was just driving around minding my own business, and then these guys rolled up on me. I think this is a part of the new update where they were saying some new stuff with car chases were gonna occur, and if you'd done things to piss off certain gangs, that they would chase you down. And I think this was a tire clause. They shouted something about me being a witness or something, so I think it was something to do with a gig I had done previously. And these tiger claws, they just decided to hunt me down. Got out of the car here because I noticed they had some legendary gear drops. So I had to actually pull this guy out of the car first to acquire his. That was a little thing that's always been quite annoying. If you shoot a driver and they have gear, you have to sort of get in the car first to like pull them out so that you can rob them. But yeah, anyway, I was heading back to my apartment in the Glen because I texted Judy. Did she want to come hang out just to see what the little like romance hangouts are like? I went to the Glen apartment because it's a pretty swanky one. And Judy actually says that in her message. She's impressed that you own a place here. So I just called her to see what the hangouts would be like. So if you walk around your apartment, Judy will she'll wander around to the different areas. You put your arm around her, enjoy the view. There's some very light dialogue. I don't think any of it's actually new dialogue. I think it's stuff that was already here. But what is new is that you can invite Judy over here to your place instead of going to hers. You can have these little different animations with her. You can dance with her. Really want to stay at your house. The song they knew everybody would want, it plays over this. I think I'm going to turn the volume down a lot because it might get copyright struck. But yeah, I really want to stay at your house is playing right now. Judy really gets into it when the chorus comes in. I had a really stupid smile on my face during this. This was amazing. Yeah, she's got the greatest dance moves of all time. These dance moves, they're a bit stilted, but we're really here to watch Judy. So yeah. So that song plays out for about a minute. Judy will like move around your apartment. If you get too far away from her, like go upstairs, she'll be like, hey, come sit with me or whatever. So you can sit down on the couch here. She'll put her head on your lap. You can like stroke her hair and all this little cute stuff. And that's really about the height of these hangouts. Like it's just a little cute immersive thing. There isn't really much new dialogue or anything, sadly. And then, of course, to end the date, you just go to sleep, and then Judy will be there too. And then you wake up in the morning, and you just kiss her goodbye, and then go back to doing whatever you're doing in the game. I don't know if different apartments have different things that Judy will do with you. I don't know if you have to be in the Glen in order to dance because you have enough space to dance, or if you go to like some other apartments if different things happen. But yeah, so anyway, I was gonna go get this car from Reyes, the new Porsche 911 or whatever it is. Again, I was ambushed by some guys, so I think it's worth pointing out car chases and ambushes by random gang members seem a lot more frequent now. This is a really late end game save where I've done everything in the game basically. So most of the gangs are pissed off at me because I've done so many gigs that affected like every single gang, so I'm being chased quite often now. I think I jumped up here to hide from the cops because all these gang chases were getting me in trouble, and then I had to text Judy just to tell her I had a nice time on the date or whatever, and that we'll do it again sometime. And this is where the new dialogue is. Like, if you want new romance dialogue, it is limited to the texts, unfortunately. But I could kind of understand they maybe couldn't get V's actress and Judy's actress and the other romances, get them all back on short notice for a quick patch update. It might not have been viable, so I'm glad there is something new with the romances, but yeah, it is quite limited. Anyway, this is the quest to get this car. When we bought it from Auto Fixer, Reyes texted us that it's been stolen. So we came out here, we found this guy who looks like Johnny. He looks like some sort of Johnny cosplayer called Mr. Silverman. We got some details off his body where the car might be. It looks like scavs or someone have taken it. So this is just a quick little quest to get your new car. And I was driving Johnny's old Porsche over there. I always like to use Johnny's car because I like to think that Johnny's having a bit of influence on my V, and that she's slowly, not fully morphing into him, but she has taken on some traits of Johnny's, which include liking the same cars as him. So yeah, this little scav outpost was over here. I don't know if there's any other like little hidden quests or anything added in this update. I only had a quick little sort of half-hour session on the game today, but it wouldn't surprise me if there are some other little maybe radiant quests or little hidden things in here. And there's some stuff that I'm not really going to go into about like replayable car missions and stuff like that that's in the update, and all these other little like fixes for quests and stuff. But yeah, these are the main things I just wanted to see, so I'm showing them off in this video. Of course, I've got Rebecca's shotgun from the Edge Runners update. Probably my favourite gun in the game. It's just so overpowered, and the recoil is insane. It just makes you feel so badass when you fire this thing. So it wasn't too difficult to take out these scavs. I don't know what happened here. I started getting hacked or something, or maybe I ran into something strange. I'm not sure what was happening there. But yeah, I went over to the car after I robbed all this stuff. And it is a pretty nice version of the Porsche. It's got the top down. It's got the big yellow samurai logo at the back. So yeah, I forgot to pick up the keys, so I guess I hotwired the car before I picked up the key here. But yeah, to complete the quest, you have to pick up the keys. So yeah, I just got those, and then I drove out of there basically. Yeah, I just told Reyes that I'd recovered the car. And also, you're always going to have another opportunity to bring Judy to whatever apartment you want. There's going to be like a little permanent thing to text Judy on your phone now. And you can just select whatever apartment you want and get her to show up there. Or whoever else your romance is. If your romance is Pan Am or River or whatever, they'll probably show up in the exact same way. Maybe they have different things they like to do compared to Judy, or maybe it's the same for everyone. Again, I got into a little car chase here. I think these scavs were mad that I'd attacked them. So again, car chases a lot more frequent now. They seem to occur really often if you're in the end game and you've made a lot of enemies of the different gangs or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the main stuff in this update. There might be a lot of little other smaller things people should go looking for themselves. And yeah, you do have replayable car racing missions now that you can do and stuff like that. But yeah, aside from that, this is just about everything really. I had a great time with Cyberpunk this year. It's really one of the biggest comebacks of all time. And I actually am at a point where I think I like Cyberpunk a bit more than The Witcher 3. Which sounds crazy that anybody could be thinking that about this game now. But I just enjoy playing Cyberpunk more than The Witcher. I think it just comes down to the gameplay. I just like shooting stuff in this game more than I like, sword play in The Witcher. But I would still say The Witcher is probably a better RPG. With more dialogue options and more outcomes for the quests and stuff like that. So I can fully understand if people still prefer The Witcher. But yeah, I'm all in Cyberpunk now. I think it's my favourite CD Projekt thing, which is unbelievable that they've pulled this back. I'm still going to be always very suspicious of them moving forward. I'm not going to forget how things went wrong. But I am willing to give the next sequel like another chance as well, because of how much they fixed this game. But yeah, alright people, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time with another video.